Hi, it's Barbara again, coming to you from Vintage Hotties when bringing to you today's haul video as well as market sellable value. I would like to be able to actually do some live researching with you while here looking at some of these items. Anyways, love to share all with you. And again, anything that I can learn from you, please put down in the comments, subscribe, and like. Thank you. This is my journey. I call it Go and Breathe, one treasure at a time. Come shopping with me for resale. Hi, it's Barbara here at Vintage Hotties 1, sitting in the office again, just doing some research. Today's haul I have in front of me, so I'm just going to zoom down on the camera a little bit and angle it so that we can all see what we're doing. You're not going to get a good screen on my computer because of the glare, but I'm going to tell you what's going on and what I got and why. So again, and this is more or less just getting to know each other, chit chat, me getting comfortable with this whole video recording stuff, and learning as I go. So here in front of me, I have kind of a vintage nautical theme going on in my store that I've just recently picked up because I want to kind of transition into the new seasons out of Christmas and out of fall. So I started bringing in some nautical, some Western, those kind of things. But today I, kind of want to go over what I found and why I grabbed them. And if there's any value, it's going to be some kind of live research that I'm doing right here. I'm limited in space, so I'm not going to get really into it, but I'll describe what I do. So, explaining the nautical theme, I picked up, and you can see various fish. So they're hand blown. And I don't think that they came from the same maker because I think somebody collected them because there was quite a few nautical themed items there at the store when I picked these up. And they have different, edges on them. So some are flat. So this here is important. Again, I don't know if this is a valuable Murano piece or if it is just something that maybe somebody picked up at a fair or so forth. But it is blown glass art, so it's really super cute. And in total, for all the pieces that I found today, which I'm going to show you, was $24. And then as soon as I start talking about prices, you'll see how that $24 was a wise investment. In my book, it is a marketable item, but it is also a saturated item. So people really kind of look for the one that they like. But this piece here that I just showed you, it was $4. And the next one, again, this is where I'm talking about the, the tips of the fishes and how they fan them out differently. Also kind of like what the bottom looks like in comparisons to that one. This one looks a little bit more finished, but this is something that you can see in department stores too. If it is something that came from an artist, I don't see any signatures. So I'm not an expert at glass yet. Everything's a yet. And the next size up would be this one. In similar, the tail edges kind of fallen suit on this one here in resemblance to the other one. So I would think that maybe both of these. But then you flip it over and you can see they kind of got the grind on there, but you see how it's not flush? So, you know, that just goes to say, you know, like Murano glass, I understand. I actually don't, I have seen some pieces, but I've seen some vintage pieces. And again, a Murano glass has a signature stamp in them. However, you know, the stickers do come off. So, and Murano is a town. So, so in the town of Murano, they have many glass makers. So it could be any one of them, or it could be, you know, something that was imported from China. So I don't know. Without a little bit more research. Now this one is quite pretty, and even the bottom here is quite interesting. So that is actually the inside of the glass, and it's really like clear, and then you have the yellow, and then you have the clear over the yellow. So this one's really interesting, but yeah, it follows in suit on these peaks here as the other two before it, but super cute. So this one was $6. So in height and measurement from one that I have in front of me, again, let me just, got two more I want to show you. Two dainty little cuties. So this one is a dolphin, and I'm going to just go ahead and remove the sticker because I want you to see it. So, yep, it is so cute. I love dolphins. And so I looked at them really good. So this one was $2.99. And one more. Squiggly little wiggly. Yes. And so, aren't I cute? I'm so cute. Cute, cute, cute. So cute. Little octopus in very good condition. Yeah. Those eyes. So bug-eyed. Anyway, so those are the fish. I got them because I started building up a nautical theme collection in my categories on my store. I don't have them separated yet, but I do have them in there. I'm going to lay this down. And I want to build up on it and just add more pieces. I have a lot of things I would think that are very feminine, you know, floral and such. And then I wanted to, you know, kind of get some of that rustic Americana, other such things like that going on as well. So I have a variety. And I wanted to also try to capture like a man audience as well. You know, they might not want the frilly little flowers. They may. We all love it. But they might want something a little bit more rustic, or, you know, like a nautical is a very safe theme, and it's very clean too. So who knows? Hopefully I'll get that audience going in a variety of such. So here I was kind of looking at some of the prices. I haven't opened up, but this is eBay selling. This is not sold. So eBay selling this one right here. Let's click on it because it is just stunning. And this one is Murano glass, and I think, why isn't it showing its picture? And the picture, for some reason, it's not coming up. It could be my computer. There it is. Okay. This is the intricacy of Murano, meaning one of the finer art pieces that are collected in Murano. And you could just see that detail, how they built that into the glass. gorgeous, absolutely stunning. So to get back to something like this selling at $70, and it's absolutely gorgeous, which is why I picked up all of the pieces, because $24 will actually turn into a higher ticket if I was to do like a lot sale on them. I haven't got into auctions, but if I had a bigger audience, I would get into doing auctions where I could build up, more people competing for the lot. eBay does its own, it actually does a very good promotion for its sellers. I have a store, so I think they get a little bit more into it, but I think in combination with just turning an item or having a store, I think they really do have a good promotional program built into their system. And, some do cost a little bit of money to get that implemented, but it's all worth it because I see it being pushed out. So how I know it's being pushed out is I liked my own store, and because of that, I get the emails and the text messages and all that I, had some type of interaction with my store. And it shows it to me like if I was a customer. So good. Thank you, eBay. Let's see, I launched on October 19th, and family pushed out a sale so I could make sure I knew what I was doing. I lost my first item that I sold, and I lost my second. I had questioned where my third was, and I have a really good system. But when I launched, there was two major hiccups. One, my drafts fell out. So everything that I built up 200 drafts to launch. When I went to go set to date, they were gone. And then I had, of those 200, I had like 265 in draft. So those 65 were like going to be like my secondary coming in. After my launch, I ended up having to launch those. So it was just a bunch of add-ons that would have built into the collection that should have been there in the first place. But I had to go rampage the storage, pull all the totes back, pick what I was going to throw in there, and just try to build up from there. So currently I am at 172 items. I launched on October 20th. My store has been open since then. It is January 4th, 2021. So it's only been a couple of months. I had one organic sale, a small sale that just came through, and that's it. And so, all this stuff that builds up into being a reseller, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of time. So I'm getting there. I'm at 172 now. I hope to capture definitely by this end of the month my minimum, which is 250. Once I get to 250 and I make sure that my system's tight, then I'll ask for more and to increase the numbers in my store. Now, how you do this is in your store, it'll give you like an allowance. You can list up to 250 items or the number which they give you. So let's just say 250 and 19,000. So if I list 100 items and it equals 19,000, then that's all I get in my store is 100 items. So my understanding from some of the sellers that are on eBay and many other platforms that are teaching us how to begin the process of being an eBay seller, say if you want to replace an income and have a full-time steady job doing resale, then you need to bring that number into your store. So in other words, if I want to replace $40,000 a year, then I need to have that type of revenue listed in my store. And so right now at 172 items, I'm not at my yearly salary. So you can see this kind of takes a long time to do. And not to make a short story long, I'll do that. But getting back to over here, anyways, it's worth the long haul. So it's just like any good investment. I have the inventory. I'm not going anywhere, and it's not going to go anywhere if I don't do my job. So I'm just, just. So, okay, so the fish. So this would be right here. I think this is about 8 inch. And I seen one right up in here. Yeah, so this one I believe was like a 7 inch. It was close to it. And it's selling for $45.99. And how it describes is vintage Murano art glass, angelfish, figurine paperweight, blue with white stripes. Now, unless it has some type of indication that it's Murano, we technically don't know if it's Murano. So, if I have seen my exact item on multiple sites and it says it's Murano, there's a show sticker, mine is identical and my sticker is not there, then I will go ahead and say that it's Murano because it's verified. With that being said, I don't know if the screen just changed, but I'm using my phone, so I just seen something come through, and I don't want to lose my screen. Okay, I think I'm still okay. Am I recording? I'm going to check you guys. Yeah, I'm still recording. Okay, seeing inside my nose. So anyways, this one says, $45.99. It's similar. It is in the stripes. The only thing I would say here is different is the color. And then we have following in suit. This one looks about 4.5, 5 inches. It's more of a medium in size. And so I'm going to say we got 7, 5, 4, and this one looks about 3. So you can see how they just go down in size, and of course the price would go down with it. So I could probably say that for this collection, if I was to put $125 on that collection, remember $25 of that is what I spent to have it. There's fees here with eBay. There's fees also, storage, prepping, shipping, all of this stuff has fees attached to it. All of that encompassed, you kind of build your price on it. In value, we're looking at like, what did I say, like 45. So then, because they go down maybe in an inch, so I would just drop the price from 45, 35, 25, 20, and then maybe do, because it's so unique and kind of cute, and cute sells, I would probably say about 20, 17 to 20 on this one, and about, depending on this one, probably 12 to 15, and then combine my numbers. And that would be fair, considering. And the other thing would be considered is the weight for shipping. So if I want it to be cost friendly, I can break them down into, like 2 or 3 sets. And that way the shipping cost wouldn't be so outrageous because this is rather heavy. I'm going to say probably 2-point-something pounds just on this one right here. Not to mention the type of packaging, especially when you're dealing with multiple items. You have to secure it tightly. and make sure that nothing happens to it. So pardon me, I'm going to move these down here where I have some tissue paper ready for them so I can get them out of the way. And okay, so that was enough downtime. I'll just leave these two right here. I think that'll be okay. And now I also am working right now on March. March is green, and I am bringing in the St. Patrick's Day and the green theme, which goes right into spring. And I found some cabbage, salt and pepper shakers, and so cute. And right now I currently have a plate, and yeah, they do have a sticker. I'm not going to even try to get you to look at it, but they do have stickers on them for identification, which is really cool. But right now I do have a cabbage plate listed. So, you know, you can see I'm kind of building in on a collection such as that. I have some Easter coming in as well, following in with the spring, and cute little eggs. So what they do is they just tap a hole into it, and then they, you know, glaze them over and paint them and such, and they can get pretty creative. Bought this little cutie, and it was 99 cents, so I just grabbed it. And bringing back into the spring, so here's some butter plots. They are stamped, so they are vintage, and they are so cute. So they're just little flowers. It has like a yellow center there. I paid $3.99 for these, and why not show you them, right? Well, can't just tease you, but it's so cute. I love them. And so I settled for $4. I'd probably like say maybe 22 to 25 on those. And again, talking about the collections. So this is from Mervyn's, for anybody who remembers Mervyn's, not too far back, but it is vintage. 2001 now is vintage, so really super cool. And just so you guys know, the theme for the trend is every 30 years you go 30 years back. So right now, 30 years back will be in the 90s. So the trend is the 90s, and you can follow those kind of like pop art kind of things that were around back then. The splash wall paintings, you know, like yellow and blue, checkers, ducks. Those ducks, those white ducks with, like, you know, the yellow beaks and the blue, you know, bow. They're back. They're haunting us. You know, just, I mean, it was really fun. I actually think I did the ducks too. But it's back. And so that's the trend. Now, the classic antique is the Roaring Twenties. So anything in themes such as that, if you look up the Roaring Twenties, you're going to find a lot of items, you know, like this, vanity. This one, I believe, is Lefton. Really, really pretty. And yeah, it's a little vanity dish for your earrings, or, you know, just a little trinket holder or something, you know, delicate to put on there. But yeah, it looks really pretty on your dresser or your vanity, or anywhere for that matter. It's just pretty. And so anyways, getting back to these. Made from Mervyn's, or not made from Mervyn's, but sold at Mervyn's. $4, ketchup and mustard, salt and pepper shakers. Why? Why, Barbara? Well, because I found a condiment serving for hamburgers and barbecues. And so I thought, oh my God, how cool is that? I'm going to build a collection for summer barbecue. And so it's a hamburger in the center, and you can put your condiments in there, and then it has like relish and ketchup, and and it's on this little metal stand, and it has all the condiments that go around for a hamburger. And then I also found the hamburger itself where you put the patties inside of it. So it's cute little servingware. I mean, I just love it because I think it's fun to get back to that, especially now because we're more at home and spending time with our family members, or maybe we're alone, and you know what? It's okay to be alone. You can still get this stuff out and treat yourself to, a fun meal or something like that, and maybe do, you can do a live, like barbecuing yourself some hamburgers and you're using all your fun stuff. So yeah, great little thing there. So that's going to be added to the collection. Anybody who knows me knows that I love milk glass, and I have this real hard time with letting it go when I find it, and I find unique pieces. But when you bring them all together, and then you can actually seasonally change them up very easily just by adding those pops of colors like milk glass, hobnail, and brass. They are not signed, excuse me. They do have a sticker on it and a signature of the company, and it does say Japan. And so yeah, heavily used wax in them. I just got them so they'll get a nice cleaning, but still in very, very good condition. And so it's the white milk glass hobnail. So popular and still so cute. So but you can pop in some brights, pastels for Easter. You can do reds and blues for any type of patriotic holidays. You can add yellow and such for summer, and you can bring in oranges and fall colors into reds for the winter and Valentine's Day, and green and such. Like you don't even have to move this stuff. You just pop in the other, and very well. Now this one, yes, this one. So Fenton Carnival glass. Beautiful, beautiful piece. So I saw it, of course, it's like, how fast get over there before someone else takes it. So there, you can see the real gold that's pretty much the true color there. But the iridescence was just gorgeous, and it was selling for $7.99. Okay, fine. $7.99. I'm gonna get it. It would be sold in an antique store far more than that. And so I happened to look over at the clothing, and that's where they have their pricing discounts, and it was half off. And there was another, not the Fenton one, but it was the ruffled collar. And I have one that's going to be listed. It's the larger one, so this one stacks inside, so that's why I grabbed it. But again, 50% off. So it was listed at $7.99, so I got it for $4, and I got the other one at $4 too. So that was a super good find. You want to look for those things because a piece like this here can sell 50 and up, depending on size and condition and demand. So if it's a saturated market, hang on to the piece. The market sometimes fluctuates where, everybody gets their hands on it because it's being talked about. It's become the fad and everybody's hunting for it. And now it's saturated on eBay, and it devalues the piece kind of in the way because, as sellers compete against one another, they're going to drop their price so that, the buyer's going to come to them. course, it's a better deal. But, you know, when the market is going based on price and sale, and, you know, we're selling down on the price so that we can get it sold because, you know, we want to sell our antiques and vintage. That's the purpose of it. But, you know, that's why the market fluctuates. So I respect the value of the piece. And though, too, I am trying to earn an income, I will hold on to the piece for the value of it. If it's old and I can't get very much for it because this has happened, then I'm going to just probably hang on to it because there's not very many of them left. And if I end up having one in 20 years, fantastic. Better so. But that one will be listed because...
You can just put that every single time he's like loves something, he spins.
Okay, so I'm coming back at you. What happened was my battery died. Yeah, so important note to self, next video, make sure your phone's charged. Okay, and so where I were, let me come back. Where I was talking was getting into the spring, talking about the glass, and so now I'm past that subject and I'm going to move into the next item. Let me just move this in a little bit. And with this item, now I do look for vintage. So this one's Fritz and Floyd, and it's made in Taiwan. So this is an older piece. And I think I was getting into the trends, so, you know, getting into the 1990s for the trend and getting into the classics of the Roaring 20s and all of the home features that they had at that time. So what I did was a Google search of like 1920s home kitchens, so you can actually see what their furniture was like, what their colors were like, and what they featured inside their homes. So it's really super cool. I put them on my Facebook, so I always share things to my Facebook, which I am becoming more and more familiar with links and allowances and stuff like that, but I am on Facebook, Instagram, of course, YouTube, and I am pretty much just working my network within that, balancing my time, of course, which is a tremendous struggle. But yeah, so this is a trinket egg. It could be a candy dish where you use at Easter. It could be put in a nursery and kept all the time because it's just bunnies. So he's actually got a little bucket of paint right here, and he's painting the pink dots. How cute. Little bunny painting pink dots. So love it, love it. Fitz and Floyd is one of my go-tos. I will always throw that into my store because I just, the craftsmanship is really good. And they're always theme and character, really fun and cute. I just love them. Anyway, kudos to them. A lemonade pitcher. And so, of course, the outer side is, you know, spring flowers and themes and such. But on the inner side, depending left or right, I'm right-handed, so this would be my inner side. Little cute little kittens. Very, very good. Something quality about the glazing. Back in that day, the glazing quality was so much better. Like this, for its age, you would expect, you know, cracks and chips and such, and though you will find cracks and cracks and chips, you definitely, you just see my mouth talking right here, but I hope that, you know, it doesn't matter about me. I'm showing a piece. as I'm staring at it. Anyway, it is made in Japan, and it does have a sticker and a sticker over the maker, but it does look like it says Crawford. And this type of sticker is really old, so it's almost like I have to soak it to get it off to read it. But anyways, I paid $5.99. So cute. I haven't done research on most of this stuff here. The only thing I really did some research on was the fish, and that was right before I started the video. Now this one right here is cut glass, and it is a miniature lantern. And as you can see, that's the, elbow to wrist. So it's not very big. It's very, very cute, elegant. It does have like an inner float in there where you put your oil for use. So it has been used because there's oil in the flint needs to be changed. So what I would do is remove, of course, all the oil that's in there, give it a good cleaning, and just call it sold from there. But yeah, so right now I currently have this one in a lantern, and it is listed, and it's very pretty, but it stands rather tall, probably just maybe double the size of this in height, but very cute nonetheless. I love it. Very, very cute. And this one was $7.99. And again, a reason of this is it follows in suit with the theme of my store, and because I do have another one listed in similarity to the cut and style, $8 was a good investment. Probably, maybe because of its uniqueness too, depending on how many I can find out there in the market. And if the market doesn't have any, then I can command the price. And here, meaning, of course, when I say command the price, it's not like I get to name the price, but as far as research goes and, past knowledge and such, that I find. Now, this is a flask, but it's crystal. So it's a crystal flask. I was like, how cute is that? I was like, there's no damage. It needs to be cleaned. But yeah, it has a glass lid. But for, putting, the Roaring 20s was really big. Alcohol was really big. Very illegal back in the 20s. However, as unfortunate was, there was a lot of violence around it. Still is, but not the same kind. But, something like this is so, to have on your, I don't know what they call them, but your serving tray with all of your glasses and such and various, like your wet bar. There you go. That would be really cute for those who enjoy in moderation. Now, here's something that we never have to worry about: moderation. I only go for pressed coffee as my go-to. That's my favorite kind of coffee. It doesn't have to be an expensive coffee. It could be the cheapest coffee on the market, some really good hot water, and a nice press, and you got yourself some excellent coffee. Again, it's red. You guys will know I take territory to anything red, and so this is a keeper. So it's a double duo. It's red and it's a coffee press, and it's so cute. Very well made. So yeah, I'm saying very well made, and I can't even operate it, but there you go. Yeah, so cute. $4 sold. I need a new one anyway. And okay, so we talked about the lemon pitcher, the lantern, all this behind me. So we're almost to the stuff over here. I seem to make long videos, but anyways, hauls are fun. Now this one, how fast can you run over to it? So it was up high, and it's lapis and gemstone. Yeah, so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Anyhow, I was almost done with my shopping. I got this at the same place I got the cabbage, salt, and pepper shakers and the plats. This, I was on my way out, and I always go immediately to the aisle, and I kind of center over them really quick, and I scout the store as fast as I can because I have that eye. Then, once I've gone through that, I'll go and take time, and I'll go back and look a little like, what did I miss? And I'll look low. And right before I leave, because you gotta look high too, I'll scan the room. Sometimes it's right there in front of you and you don't even see it. This one. How can I miss that? Right there in front of me. I went on that aisle 4 times. Right there in front of me. And so I turned around as I was getting ready to get in line, and there it is. And I'm like, oh my God, how fast can I get over there? And there's people there. I'm like, no way, don't touch it. It's mine. Anyway, absolutely gorgeous. It's, I think, a 13-inch, I think 22-inch high, and I think this part right here is, I think it said, I don't know, I think it's a 13-inch. Anyway, so I paid $20, and this particular one, I see kind of fluctuates anywhere from retail, again, not sold, about $150 and $175. And there's a couple that I've seen on there that are different color, like one's more of an ivory color. Again, somebody undermarket themselves just to flip it, and it's sitting out there for a low ball. I'm just like, I can't low ball it. I'll keep it. Actually, I'm going to keep it for a while anyway. I might gift it out to my son later in life. But yeah, it's beautiful. So I have 3 of the vintage World Globes. They're a little bit larger in size. And I was going to put one on my desk, but I was like, God, that's so big. It's just a reading desk. It's not very much, but I have it in my space right now. And it serves its purpose, but it's not big enough for a big globe to be sitting there on the corner, especially in this small area. Anyway, we use what we got, right? So I saw that, and I'm like, that would be perfect on my desk. And I like to travel the world and just look at the different places, and and it just all starts to make sense, especially when you watch the news. There you go. So I got the World Globe. This one, oh my God. Now this is a keeper, and I'll tell you why. Because anybody who knows me, that's going to be like my go-to saying. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm really big on my son. Like, my son is the joy of my life. And I look forward to boasting about it. But little things, he's older now and he's moved on, and so it's okay. But I'll see little things that remind me of him, and it's like, I gotta have that. So yeah, the boy, but following next to him is a little kitty chasing the fish. So my son likes to fish, and he has an orange tabby, which is my green kitty, which you'll see in the videos every once in a while come running through. So, yeah, fireballs. So how cute is this? And it's definitely vintage. And it is signed by the artist right there. And again, no research. I think that's a really good shot. But I had to definitely pick that up. Love it. Found that today. Made my day. And the other things I have are just some books. And so this one's saturated. I did pick it up though because it has some good health information in here on good foods to eat, especially for women. So ladies, if you see this book out there, pick one up for yourself because the recipes are so nutritional. So this one is definitely going into my cookbook storage, and I think how cute, you can put it in there for October, Breast Awareness Month. You can put it in there for the spring, and kind of bring out the pinks, or if you do have a lot of pinks in your house anyways and you have the shabby chic, how cute. I'm not listing this. It's not worth it for me. These are selling anywhere from $5.99 and up, and I think I paid at least that much for it, so I'm not going to compete with this one because the benefits come to me if I follow some of the recipes myself. So I can preach all I want, but until I do it, right? This book here is a kitchen design book, and the date on this one and why I picked it up is because it does have a lot of that design character that I was talking about. And let's see if it has a date. I am not seeing a date. How come? 2005. Okay. So it's 15 years past the 90s, which here, just some beautiful ideas. So I like to pick up books like this for design ideas. And then also, too, as a seller, it helps me kind of have an eye of what I'm buying. But you can see, like how they have the baskets hanging in the kitchen. I really like that look, and just various others, but very cute. Kind of more, kind of clean look, but it's fun to look through, and it probably can get anywhere if I did put it on the market. Here you go. There's 90s. Yeah, right? They're back. And I'm referring to this one right here. So, yeah. So you can kind of get some of those ideas as you go along. But if you were to retail this book, I don't know, maybe 20, 25, definitely have to do some research. Yeah, I know I keep cutting myself out of the video. Americana. So quilting is a big deal to our ancestries. And this, for those who are still quilting, it's great to get some new, books, and you just kind of have them laying around your coffee table or on your bookshelf, and it's just a really good decor idea. To, just have that sitting there. So it just kind of brings in the theme for Americana, country cottage, shabby chic, all of those ideas. Nice coffee table book. Yes, definitely. Likewise, this is an Americana. So it's We Americans, and then it just has all kinds of historical things in here, from vintage to antique to, periods and times captured on film. Just really neat, just to get that ancestry, history picture book. 2 more bend downs. Whew, that was a tough one. Very heavy book. Now, this one I found, and it was $10. So it is The Art of Walt Disney. Really, really nice art. And photographs, the same history, biographies and such. And this actually goes anywhere from like 100 to and up. And I don't know what the current sold is, but they do have a good resale. And I actually saw one, like some of the thrift stores will have some of the thrift stores will have like a section where they kind of put that more expensive things that they know that they can sell for a better ticket value. So that particular book I just showed you was in there, and it was 125 in the thrift store. So I was like, wow. And so I just recently went back and I looked to see if it was still there, and it wasn't. And this particular store is no longer doing discount sales, but they did have a book sale, and it was half off. And so if it was in there for 125 and they got half off of that, well, then there you go. But nonetheless, they had it in price at 125. So, and you can put it at a book rate when you do shipping because it's very heavy. So it calculates a better value when you do book rate. So that's what I would ship it at if I do end up listing it. If not, then it's an inheritor for my son because like we've pushed Disney on him throughout his life, and so why not keep pushing it? But yeah, so this one here is Treasures of Disney Animation Art, and again, you know, it is the same as what I just various others, and it's just really neat how artists, you know, draw, and how they just flashed it kind of as pages back in the day to create the film. So really neat. Anyways, that is it for my haul this week. So hopefully what I'm going to try to do is late night hauls, you know, because we're up and we're doing stuff, and that's usually about the time I'm unwinding, so why not? I am more nocturnal. So, you know, let me just kind of get in there with those like me, and maybe I'll start doing some lives. But this is my third recorded video for vintage, and I'm gonna keep recording. So right now I'm trying to just do 2 a week, just to kind of get the familiarity of it and see how it goes. Anyways, I love you all. Thank you so much. Blessings to you, and may everything that you put your hands on come to fruition. Thank you. Bye.